You promised Barcola, Craig. Yes. And nothing has changed. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say, mate. Like, again, come in to troll me all you want. I promised you something, and has it not happened yet? Is anybody else signed him? Is he staying at PSG? You know, I get it. You're impatient, and I understand that. And I'm trying to be a grown-up here and say to you, I understand your frustration. But I'm not wrong. And I haven't been wrong, and I haven't lied to you, and nothing has changed. Barcola will become a Liverpool player. You know, I'm trying to be fair here and not lose me shit or have a go at anybody, because, of course, as a human being, I understand your frustration. But I can't put up with silliness just because you don't want to wait. You know, write an email to the club and tell them this, because they have far more control over the timing of it than I do. But yes, I said, and I promised Barcola, and nothing has changed. I can only reiterate the same thing every day. But here's the part that I get frustrated with. I don't remember when I got Wirtz right and Isak right and I got Carvalho right and other deals right. I don't remember all the doubters coming back in to give me a pat on the back and say, sorry, we doubted you, Craig, you were right. I don't remember it. It's funny that, isn't it? No, I don't need it, because the people who are opinions I care about are the ones that are here all the time and genuinely want the channel to do well and like interacting with us, not the trolls that only show up when they want to take a cheap shot. So I'm well versed in all of this at this point, but nothing has changed. And Barcola will become a Liverpool player. After that, I've been honest and say I don't know enough about lots of other deals. And I don't. But here's what will happen. Barcola will happen, and the people that were calling me a naysayer will then start saying it was an educated guess and everybody knew it was going to happen. Because that's what happened with Wirtz and Isak as well. All the naysayers just said, you know what, it was a lucky guess, Craig. Well, if that's the case, I'm pretty lucky. And I'm pretty lucky a lot of the time. So maybe I should start playing the lottery or something. Sorry, mate, I don't... Fazil? Sorry if I've mispronounced. I'm sure I have, sir, and I don't mean to. Hey, Craig, thank you for the streams. You've got me through some tough moments, or toughest moments. Thank you, bro. I think we all help each other out in here, you know. The stream has definitely gotten me through some tough moments as well over the years, and that's why I'm, you know, that's why I'm so adamant that my word is important to me with you guys, because you've helped me through stuff that you don't even know about. So the idea that people think I come in here and lie to the very people who I have a lot of respect for, you know, they obviously don't know me as a human being, because that's not the way I'm wired. But I hope whatever is or whatever was tough for you, mate, I hope life's turned around and it's a bit better for you now. But I appreciate the kind words. Oh, definitely, Sean, my man, definitely. So Sean said no Scouse player in the team will feel strange. It will. It will. It's look, it'll feel strange, but this one is nowhere near like Trent to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, Trent hurt. That one really hurt as a Liverpool fan for a few reasons. One, you want to think that he can feel he can achieve what he wants to achieve at Liverpool. So that one hurt because he was going to Real Madrid thinking he was bettering himself. With Curtis Jones, I look at it a bit differently. Liverpool, for whatever reason, didn't seem to be on the same page as Curtis Jones around a renewal. Now, we don't know the numbers on the outside. We just don't. So there's no point in me speculating about who offered what and he was asking for too much. I don't know. But I know that there was no real conversation that was getting close to a deal being done. So the options for Liverpool then were pretty minimal. You either keep him and let him go for nothing in a year's time, or you sell him. And selling him has to be the right option. And it would have taken some of the pain away from the Trent loss if Liverpool had have brought in 30 or 40 million quid for Trent. You know, seeing him going for nothing and struggling to break through Madrid the way we all pretty much knew he was going to, yeah, that one still stings. But the Curtis Jones thing, I'm more intrigued to see how he gets on than anything, you know, because he's not lacking in confidence. I think we can say that. But you do have to ask, and I think it's a fair question to ask, has he been, I don't want to say taking the easy route, but he's been in a comfortable environment. Because he's been at Liverpool his whole footballing life since he was a kid. So, you know, let's see how he gets on now when he wants to go and stand on his own feet, go over to Serie A and show that he's a player who should be playing at the top level regularly. It's up to him now to prove what he can do, but at least as a fan, we're seeing Liverpool bring in some money for him. Why don't you put Elmo on a golden throne? I don't have a golden throne. That's probably the only answer I can give you, mate. Sagan said delay could be Liverpool not willing to hand over all the money at once, so they might be looking at to loan him at the minute. I know PSG are a cash up front type of club. No, see that there's always ways around that, Sagan. So let's just say, for instance, Paris Saint-Germain wanted it all up front in one go. Liverpool have the option to access a credit agreement third party wise that they could structure it and pay. Like, just imagine like Liverpool go and take a loan in the same way you or I would take a loan to go buy a car from a garage. That the garage want all the money up front for the car, so you go to a third party lender and you get a loan. Liverpool can access that type of credit facility as well, so I don't think that would be the case. The only thing I can think of about why Liverpool haven't moved along yet is, like I said, trying to save money. But surely a call to PSG or a civilized conversation will get you to the middle ground that everybody knows is going to happen anyway, because it's not really in PSG's interest to drag it out much longer. They've done their side of it. They've done all the recruiting. So now it's about just making the numbers work for them and making the numbers work for us. And you'd have to imagine the best way to do that is to mitigate the risk of letting it drag on a little bit longer and just have a civilized conversation around it. What's the secret winger BLE say? Can you imagine? There'd be something I know won't happen, but it's one fun to think about. Oh, mate, like, even if it was Rayan as an example, I'd be buzzing. The thing that's really stopped me getting super excited about Ibrahim Mbaye is I just don't know enough about him. You know, I haven't seen all that much of him playing football, but I know he's been spoken about as such a top talent for a while. Um, and you have to say, at 18, like I said this the other day, and it's open to interpretation to whatever you think yourself, but let's just say Mbaye and Barcola came in and Gakpo went. Then we've got four wide players at the club that you would consider senior players. So you'd have Mbaye and Rio, who are both 18-ish. Rio about to turn 18, Mbaye at 18. And then two 23-year-old wingers. So not a lot of Premier League experience there on either flank in that scenario, where you've got two 23-year-olds who haven't played in the Premier League yet, and then Rio, who's had limited experience in the Premier League, and Mbaye, who has none. But it could also go the other way. You could look at it and think they've got incredible pace. It's not Minta, mate. I see someone saying in the chat, Minta's out injured for 2 and 3 months, so he won't be able to pass a medical or play. So it isn't Yankuba Minta. You don't even have to take my word on that. You can just search Brighton Minta and you'll see he's out for a few months. So not him.